Before. Now, Afro-soul queen Naledi Brown hails all the way from the Eastern Cape and recently fulfilled one of her dreams by performing at the celebration of King Goodwill Zwelithini a few weeks ago. Now, the artist's first studio album, titled Buyel, ekhaya, is a 10-track offering, including tracks such as Nongewula, Mbambeni and Yamkela, just to mention a few. She is currently touring the country to promote the album, and this morning she talks to us about her album and more. A very good morning to you, Naledi. Thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Indeed. Now, you performed at the celebration of King Zwelithini. Wow.
Wow.
How was that? I know, right? It is such a wow. How was it for you?
It was so awesome. I couldn't believe it. When I was invited, I asked, is it for real? I was scared to tell everybody until I will receive the letter that we are going there.
How did it come about? Who invited you?
One of the events coordinators within the King Goodwill Zwelithini people saw me performing in Durban at KZN in one of the events, and then they got an interest from me. They said to me, we want to adopt you. I don't know how we're going to use you, but we want to use you. We want to work with you. And then a few weeks later, they called me to say, we also want to dress you, but then things will go, we will talk as time goes on. And then while we were busy talking about that, he said, by the way, the king is having a birthday. I would like you to be part of the artist that would be performing there. I was like, no, okay. I thought I was dreaming at first. And then when my manager confirmed that we are indeed going to perform for the king, then that was it for me. I was like, wow, we are getting
Naledi.
there. Yes.
This is so impressive.
Thank you.
And I love your Afro-inspired swag, by the way.
Yes, this is me, Afro all the way, traditional.
Right.
It is motivated mainly by the fact that I would like to see everyone promoting their cultures, embracing their cultures. I would like the children that are coming after us to know where we are coming from. Right. So that's why it's a mix of Afro and modern. Okay. I don't want to go away from modern, but I want to be authentic and be cultural.
And I presume that's reflected in your music, doesn't it?
It is very much so, yes.
So traditional is the line of music that you want to take moving forward?
I am very versatile. I'm doing traditional Afro pop. And recently I've just done my house track, which is African Queen, which I'm gonna perform. I used my original voice. I didn't want to change to be something else, so it's still traditional. The authenticity stays into traditional.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk to us about the album. What inspired you to write some of the songs?
It's just the worldview. It's social ills. It's what is happening socially. I'm very interested in social issues. I wrote about HIV in my album. I wrote about love. I wrote about women abuse. I wrote about child neglect. So I'm dealing with various aspects in my album, which are socially and are focused. And
topical issues as well. Yeah,
yes,
it's worth listening to.
Yes, it is.
So when did you start taking music seriously?
I love music at a very young age. But then in 1999, I worked with Ugogo as a backing vocalist of one of his artists with the aim of releasing my own album. But I decided to focus on my studies. I then stayed away from music for a while until in 2013. But most people know me in the gospel music area. But then I looked for something that is me. I didn't want to imitate someone or to please anyone, to say, because everyone knows me from church, now let me sing gospel. I saw this fitting, and then in 2013 we then recorded the album. We stayed for a while because I'm also working. So I went back to the studio in 2016 and finished the album in March this year.
Okay. And how's the touring of your album going?
It's going very well. Challenging because it's tiring, but it's going very well. People are receiving the album very well. They are buying the CDs as well. Some are sending me messages on Facebook, posting with their CDs that they have bought. So the response is very good. So
I presume the performance at the celebration of King Zwelithini opened doors for you?
It did. And the wonderful thing is that after performing for the king, a day or 2 days after I performed for the President Jacob Zuma, and then afterwards, within that performance, some ministers started to say, no, we want to see you in this event. We want you to see you in this event. So bookings are coming in. And after this one, I'm going to Thokoza Youth Center. There's a diva concert that is going on there. So I'll be performing there today after this interview.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Toluguti, hey, you're going places,
Toluguti,
All right, Naledi, thank you so much. Great chatting to you.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Well, many thanks to Naledi Brown sharing more on her album and what we can expect from her in the coming future. Do stay tuned to Morning Live, and you'll hear more of her music throughout the show. Let's take a short break now. We'll be right back.
Song que se acaba.